It's interesting how sometimes shilas come in droves. So last week we were talking about cutting down a fruit tree, and after that I got from two separate people shilas. This fellow he just how do you say exchange contracts? No, not the check. He just completed on this house. This is somewhere in north of England, and there's an apple. It's a pear tree. You can see on the left, it's a pear tree, and you see it's built. It's right near the house, and so if he wants to extend the house, it's going to be in the way. So there's this coming up. This question again and again: are you allowed to cut it down? We have a problem. So here we have a halacha. It's from Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch in Choshen Mishpat in the Hilchos Shmiras Nefesh Guf Nefesh Bal Tashchis. So let's read the halacha inside. Oh, we're running very. I didn't realize we're running very late in time. Okay, a barren tree you're allowed to chop down even if you don't need it. An old fruit tree which is old and is only producing very little fruit, you're allowed to chop it down. Then he says, "V'gam yesh sakona b'ktsitzas ilon ma'achol," but there is an element of sakona, of danger, which could be in kind of invited because of chopping down a fruit tree. So we have here a worry about this. So what I said to the owner of this house, the pity he didn't ask me the shaila before you exchanged contracts, before you completed.
But Dan, that's not the question.
But then,
the question is to replant it.
So then I say, then he asks, what about replanting? So replanting in itself would be okay. That's most poskim say replanting is not a problem. Rav Vosner says that from his experience, most replantings are not successful. Take such a tree and sometimes it's so big that replanting is not practical. That's why I put the picture here. Dafka, it's quite a small tree relatively, and so replanting is a possibility. So then they ask, do they have to replant in his land? Can be planted somewhere else? So replanting, according to most poskim, is okay, but then I'm told it's not really effective, and therefore we go back to the other suggestion of selling it to an Eina Yehudi, and then he does with it as he sees fit. Of course, you tell him exactly what he should see fit, but that's the eights. So we wouldn't rely on selling to a goy without another element, especially because of the attendant sakana. But here, because there is another svara. The svara is that the replanting would work. So just to be covered, sell it to a goy before and tell him to replant. I just want to finish off and say thank you to Reb Shneur Zalman Odds for coming forward to sponsor this year. The costs, which are, we have Baruch Hashem a shul website, and so the sponsorship will go to, and the shiurim are uploaded on the shul website. So whoever wants to sponsor, so that will go to the cost of operating the website and putting the stuff on. And since we're already talking about that, I want to say that whether it's here or any other part of the world, I'm sure every shul is incurring costs in relation to the measures for COVID or anti-COVID, whatever you want to call it, and just encourage everyone to contribute to defray the costs of their relevant shul or whatever facility to be able to keep us all safe, and wish you all a good Shabbos, and we should meet in good health. To be as Goyal Tzedek, in Heir of Yameinu, Amen.
Amen. Shkoyach.